coming to the mic right now, Jordan Leer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I like living in the hood, you know? Shit's in order. Shit is in order. I don't know. Not really. My ex-girlfriend got mugged 2 streets over at 11 a.m. outside of a cute little coffee shop called Document, you know? Yeah. Dragged her. She tried to hold on to her purse. Dragged her. 11 a.m. Would have put my money on midnight.
To the Jordan Leer program. I saw Tenet, and I don't get it. Ooh, baby, I saw Tenet, and I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, but I was wildly entertained. It was a great movie that I don't understand. What happened? I saw it, baby. I saw Christopher Nolan's latest masterpiece that I don't understand. And I saw it in a movie theater. I went back to the movies. The real movies, not the drive-in. I mean the fucking sit in a fucking seat, man, that reclines with a little button and a big fucking screen and it's dark. And you got fucking a large overpriced cherry cola with a big overpriced bucket of popcorn with butter. And you're just going to town and you eat it all so fucking fast before they even movies. Ugh. Previews and trailers. Oh, I went back to the movies. Because Orange County is a red state. They don't give a fuck. They're like, we're having AMC open, man. I went back. This is, dude, Tenet. Okay, it was supposed to come out in July. And O.C. Nolan, like, he's a fucking real OG. He's like, I make a movie, it's going to the movies, okay? I'm not doing some Irishman limited release over the weekend and then it gets on your streaming, you know, and that's the way everyone's going to watch it. He's like, if you want to see my movie, you got to see it on the big screen with the I love the people that are like, oh, man, it's just, it's so loud in some parts. It's hard to hear, and it's hard to understand what's going on. It's like, yeah, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, you dumb motherfucker. What are you... It's like you went to a Metallica concert and you're like, hey, it's a little too much distortion. I just think there's a lot of guitar solos and you're screaming. It's like, yeah, that's what Metallica does, okay? Christopher Nolan is going to make it so fucking loud that you have to feel something even though you don't know what's going on. And he's going to make it so confusing that you have to watch it over and over again to be like, holy fucking, and then there was the fucking trumpeter. It was confusing, man. Time travel is supposed to be confusing, you know? He always fucks with timelines, the way he presents the movie, you know, your Memento, Prestige, you know, even in Inception, you know, Intercept, all this shit. A lot of times he shows you, like, the ending of the movie first, and then you're like, oh, how did we get there? This is good old filmmaking, you know? Like in Memento, he draws a picture where he has, like, 2 lines going one way, but he's like, this is the ending going backward, and this is the beginning going forwards, and he intercuts Memento that way, you know. But so this movie, spoilers for fucking Tenet, okay? But also, I don't think what I'm gonna say is gonna spoil it. It will spoil it for you, but like, I don't understand the movies. I mean, I do. I accept the movie being what it is. It's god damn, man, you know. I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't know. I also watch a lot of movies. I walked out of it. I was like, I don't know. An hour into this movie, I looked at the fine piece sitting next to me, and I go, I don't know what's going on. It was an hour, and I'm sitting there. I'm like watching, you know. I go, I don't know anyone's name. I don't know what's going on. I don't care, though. Wildly entertained, you know. Music is so fucking important in movies. I mean, you could just like listen to a score without all the dialogue, and you're like, you will get the tone of a movie. You take all the dialogue out. If you fucking play the music in the back, you will like get the genre that you're watching. You know, it's almost more important than anything. I think in some ways you could probably just listen to the score of a movie and without seeing the visuals, and you'll like understand the feeling. I don't know. That's what he does, man. He taught. I watched this interview. He talks about this thing called like shepherd's tone or note or something. Shepherd's note, and it's what he does with his music, where he has it going up, and then he just takes another octave and so everything is always rising. And he says he likes to do that with the cutting too. You'll have a scene that is beginning, you know, a storyline that's starting to climax, and then you can start another story and intercut the images, and you're going, and you always just have this feeling of forward. That's what, dude, okay. So spoilers, it's time travel, okay? But whenever you go back in time in this movie, you don't just like, I'm not just going back to a year ago and starting there. Like I have to like go back in through time. So like say I go to yesterday. I'm going to start now and I'm like going like forward. I'm going backwards to the beginning of my day and then my sleep, but I don't like go in reverse. I go forward actually. I'm just like existing. It's like my timeline. While it's going forward, I go backwards. That's so everything looks so fucking trippy. Also, the way I'm explaining this doesn't make sense. Probably. Doesn't make sense. It's inversion, you know? Instead of fucking Avengers style where they go like, oh, all right, I'm in 2013 here. It's like you have to do the work to get there. You know, it's not a jump there. You have to, and then you can stop and go forward and all this. Does that not make sense? Okay. Does that not make sense to you? Because it does make not sense to me. It's a fucking good movie, man. Before I saw this movie, I was like, I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's, you know. I'm like, I might get some Cillian Murphy, you know? I gotta get some Michael Caine in there, right? Did not get did not get creepy alien Murphy in this. Did get Michael Caine doing what, let's be honest, after you've seen the scene, this has gotta be like the last like living like 10 seconds you're ever gonna get. Michael Caine is old, man. And he is amazing. He's still good in this, but you can tell it's like, I'm not even positive he's acting across from John David Washington in the scene he's in. But I don't know. A ruby the size of a tangerine. That's all I want him to say, you know? He's in there. He's passing on some information to the protagonist. There's another thing. I said, I'm like, I don't know whose name anyone is because they don't tell you John David Washington's name, I don't think. And he just says, I'm the protagonist. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Good. Just tell me you're the good guy and they're the bad guys. You know, there's some big Russian evil fucking bad guy. I don't know. Some James Bond shit going on. Robert Pattinson is in this movie. And, God, I just want to fucking... The Pat is so good, okay? I had the whole Batman episode I did on him for all the Jordan Leer army here out there listening. Dude, Robert Pattinson's good in this, man. And he's got his hair. He's just Robert Pattinson. Just show up with your fucking hair, mate. And he's doing an American accent. I don't know. This movie is confusing. You know, I just picture at the end of every Christopher Nolan movie, like this or Memento, Interstellar, whatever, he's sitting back and it ends and he goes, makes perfect sense to me, mate. Makes perfect sense to me. I know, man. They've got this, people time travel in this shit. And, like, at the beginning of this movie, this fucking chick who's the wife of the evil dude, she's like, yeah, man, I almost got away once, and then I saw this one girl jump off the boat, one of his hoes, and I envied her. And then at the end of the movie, you figure out that's her time traveling and jumping off and getting away. And it's like, that's just like Interstellar when they're in the spaceship and they're fucking going away and they like think they see aliens. And Hathaway's like waves at somebody and they're like, and they were waving at each other. They were waving at themselves. Future fucking. A ruby the size of a tangerine. I don't know, man. Bullet catch. Tell me this. Okay. Tell me this. So... people were, you always speculate about a little little tie-in to other movies. Okay, you got Inception. Okay, the Dream movie. And all the videos I look up, no one is talking about this. I think the beginning of this scene, okay, because John David Washington, he's like about to get killed at the beginning, and they lay him on some tracks, and they're like, "You better give us this information," and he takes a suicide pill instead. And then he wakes up, and they go, "Welcome to the afterlife," and it's the guy offering him the job to join Tenet. He's like, "I only have a name. You passed the test. The test was you didn't give up your information or any of that shit." Okay. Now it's glossed over, but I think that opening scene was a dream. Okay. It's just like Inception. They got the little dream technology, and it was some company, because they, some people are passing it off, I think, as if that suicide pill was just like a pill that knocked him out, and then they woke him up, but I think it's like in Inception. You die, you wake up, and it's reality again, and that's what that was the test. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about, and it's just it's not like, oh man, we're gonna tie all the fucking characters. Not at all. It's just like showing a piece that I don't know. I just wanted a big sign at the beginning that said, "This is Inception" as well. This is Inception. A ruby the size of a tangerine. Moving backwards. All right, I said enough shit. That's the end of the episode. Bye-bye. Episode. Well, by the way, I'm the kid of the girl. Some people think in online videos they think I'm the chick's son. This is the end of the episode. This is the end of the episode. If you haven't seen Tenet, this doesn't make sense. This is the end of the episode.
Don't you love when you see a kid, a young kid, who's being a little prick, Like, you see like an 8-year-old that's a shithead, just like, "Fuck you, mom." And it's like, this kid hasn't even discovered drugs yet, He hadn't even fucking hit drugs or alcohol, nothing. He's gonna be raping and murdering people for sure. For sure. He's at 8. Fuck you, mom. Fuck you. I went to Vegas